Hey everybody, this is Andrew from T is for Tech, and today I'm going to be taking a look at these PC speakers for your computer. Now these are from a company called ELEGIANT. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. I believe it's called ELEGIANT. And these are the SR300 speakers. Like I said, for your computer, and they are Bluetooth enabled, which is nice. You can use Bluetooth 5 to connect to these, or obviously connect in via an aux input from your computer. And these are 10 watts multimedia speakers in 2 channels, obviously left and right. So like I said, they have a Bluetooth connection, they have a 3.5 millimeter wired connection, total of 10 watts of power, which is 5 watts each. They do have kind of like they call it colorful atmosphere light, which is like obviously an RGB kind of light around the speaker itself, which is kind of cool. Left and right stereo, has 5-volt plug and play, so you can power this off of the computer itself. You don't need a separate power adapter. You can easily adjust the volume right on the device, and there's an external headphone jack. So if you want to plug your headphones into these and just listen to the music that way as an extension of the headphone jack in your computer, you can do that. So yeah, like I said, pretty cool looking. So we're going to unbox these, do a quick test. I'll probably just set this up and connect it to my phone and just play some music that way, because that'd be a little bit easier than trying to do it at the computer right now. So in the box you have a user manual, obviously it talks about everything for the speakers. You have a unhappy happy card. Happy, unhappy. There's an 18-month product warranty. So if you do have any issues, they do have a warranty, which is great. So these are your standard kind of desktop style speakers. They're made out of plastic. As you can see here, there's a two tones, kind of like a black plastic, kind of a matte finish with a silver, almost space gray type color trim. I mean, it's all plastic, but it looks kind of metal. It looks metallic. Same thing on the front. It's hard to tell here, but this is more of a space gray than like a silver. So it's kind of cool. Got their logo, has volume up, down, has a mode button and a power button. So you can turn them on and off. And then I don't know if you can tell here, through here there looks like a little bit of like a bass port, and then you can see the speaker up at the top. They have some foam standoff feet on the bottom. You can't really disconnect these, so the cables are permanently mounted to the back of the speakers. And I mean, it seems like there's probably a good 4 feet or so of cable in between them. So if you have them on your desk, you can kind of get them far enough apart from your computer monitor or whatever else you have. And then on the other end, you basically have your combination. It's a single cable where you'll have a USB, and then you'll have your audio jack. So for testing purposes, I'm just plugging this into a USB power bank. Turn them on. So that is Bluetooth pairing mode. So these do show up as the ELEGIANT SR300 on the Bluetooth. So I'll connect. Okay. And now they're paired. And the mode button will kind of flip between the Bluetooth mode and the aux input mode. So I did connect. There is no way to control the lights, so it's not like you can change the lights to any specific color that you want. They just randomly kind of change. So just to let you know, that is how that works. Now I will play some music from epidemic sound, just so we can hear this a little bit.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth.
So hopefully you were able to hear that. I just used my lavalier to, because it is a stereo lavalier, I just used that to kind of try to get a little bit of recording of what it sounds like. Obviously, playing speakers and showing you what it sounds like over like this sort of scenario is kind of hard, and you don't really get the feeling of the presence of the speakers, I don't think, through this whole setup. But I think these are pretty decent, at least in my mind. I think these run around $40, I think, right now on Amazon. So for $40, kind of like that little bit more than a budget set. Like I've seen budget, these things go for, in the $20 for something really cheap to, obviously if you're talking like $100 plus, you're starting to get into some better, more expensive speakers. So this kind of cuts that difference a little bit. So it's a little bit more than the cheapest ones I've seen, but not obviously as much as the expensive ones. And I think that they are pretty good, at least from a sound perspective, sound reproduction. Like when I'm sitting here listening, it's really pretty good. They're pretty clear. They have a little bit of bass to them because, like I said, there's like a little bass port in there, kind of gives a little bit of, not, I wouldn't say deep bass thump, but it doesn't sound just unbalanced, I guess. That's how I would say. So that was with the Bluetooth mode. So what I'm going to do is use the little dongle adapter on my iPad so I can plug this in. So I've got this hooked up to my iPad, as you can see here, and I'm going to just play some music.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had afforded just like a void, but
I don't know if you could tell any difference between the Bluetooth and the wired mode. I couldn't tell any difference here. Basically sounded the same to me. So from that perspective, like the Bluetooth and the wired audio, again, sounds the same. So if you're interested in these at all, I will link to this in the description. You can check it out on Amazon. If you have any questions, as always, go ahead and drop those below in the comments section. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm really trying to get my numbers up this year. I'm more than halfway to 10,000 subscribers, and it would be amazing if I could get there. I don't know if I ever can, but I'm really trying to put out decent content and kind of hopefully have a broad appeal to folks that are interested in tech and gadgets and all the stuff that I try to cover on the channel. So if you're interested in that, please do subscribe. Please give this a thumbs up. It helps so much on the YouTube side. in getting this, getting my channel in front of more people. I really appreciate that. This is Andrew from T is for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.